My name is Brandon Chrostowski, founder, president, and CEO of Edwins Leadership and Restaurant Institute. Hey, look, I'm here. We're here to regenerate. You know, what we do is we have a 6-month training program in a French fine dining restaurant, helping men and women coming out of the criminal justice system. So it's what we do, man. We grow new things just like here, and we want to make sure we do it right. There's been a lot of success stories that we've had over the last decade here at Edwins. You know, first and foremost, the ones with family and just sobriety. Those are like monumental, right? We think about, hey, who's got the Michelin 3-star restaurant, or who's, came up with a new, trendy idea. Every day on the ground, slugging it out, getting it right is probably the most important victories that we have. We have had some that have opened up their own restaurants, brick and mortar. Some that have done their own food truck or pop-ups. So we're very proud of each and every person. But I'd say that the story that it probably means the most to me is this one young lady. She got released while she was in prison. She had her child, but she couldn't see her child because of her addiction and her substance abuse. But she overcame that, got on the right track, and by the time the program we had ended, she was reunited back with her kid. So that was always really, really special. Having the idea of a French restaurant and educational institute, sounds very unique and niche. Why not try to do the best cuisine, the best fundamentals, execute them the best way? So for some that think this might sound strange, to me it sounds like perfectly normal to invest in someone as you would your own child. Expect the best for them, train the best way, because in the end, I always tell people excellence is always employable. Even in recessions, Ferraris sell or Porsches sell because they're great cars, they're finely tuned. And just like that great education or someone who can exhibit that, you're always going to be employable. Our industry is extremely fast-paced, always high stress, and the best way to combat that, truly combat that or help someone prepare for a career like this is care. So we just love a little more, love a little harder. Make sure we're watching what you're doing, right? Like just like if you're you're braising stuff, you're always watching how little details of that braise are coming about over the course of time. We want to watch how someone's learning, how they adapt to different situations, and make sure we're giving the right advice when we see a trigger hit, and say, look, you can work through this, you get through this, but all it takes is care. If you don't care to look for the detail, we're not going to solve the detail. So it's all about care, it's about love, it's about support, and continuing that drive, right? If you can do that, you can really train someone to work in our business and to have a sustainable career. In the business of serving someone who has less, so who's trying to do more, it's super important to have partnerships and collaborations and all these ways to bring people together to support someone who needs it most. Some examples of what we do. We partner very closely with a recovery agency. So if someone needs to, have inpatient services or outpatient service to overcome their substance abuse, they're there for us, right? They're the experts in this. If you need a detox, we have a place for someone to go. We have chefs around the country who support what we do, right? So whether it's them coming out here to be a guest chef, or it's them, helping mentor, teach a class virtually. Look, everyone can help us out, and believe me, we need everyone to help us out because it's such an enormous amount of time. It's such a big bounce and decline that we need everyone pushing for this one. And some of those best collaborations comes from the people who generally just want to do it because they believe in this idea of a second chance. Maybe they had a second chance themselves, but from corporations to organizations to individuals. It's been amazing, but I'm telling you, man, the chef community, they just keep giving and giving and giving. It's super important for us to spread our message here. We'll be doing a course later, which is going to be a lot of fun. But just don't forget, man, it takes a community to do this. And we're grateful for the community we have here, and especially the community of chefs and restaurateurs.